Well, hello. This is Rose RCG Creations. How are you doing? We're bringing to you a brand new, something I've never done before. It's called, I'm tired of the same old food that we've been doing for years and years, so I'm trying to spice it up a little bit. I told her I'll be able to cook supper instead of him cooking it. These are called Ranch Pork Chop Sheet Pan Supper. Okay, I got it on the internet. And what we do is we'll take 2 tablespoons of honey. Okay, let me get my measurements. Sorry about that, I thought I had my stuff together. And I transferred my honey. I got a recycled maple syrup jar. I cleaned off the little labels. And I made a new one, so now I can pour easy instead of that big old mason jar. Or the big gallon jug that it came in, that I ordered it in. So 2 tablespoons of honey. Oh, you know what, let me read. The recipe ingredients are 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce, 1.345 ounce of packet of ranch dressing. I get a bunch of packets and I put them together in little baggies. Then I put them in my little jars and then I vacuum seal them. That way they last a lot longer. And I just open the packages and stick them in there. But I did find a recipe on how to make my own ranch dressing. So that'll be in another video coming up. Then it's going to ask for 5 tablespoons of olive oil, 1.5 teaspoons of ground black pepper, 4 boneless pork chops, which are back here, 1 pound of baby Yukon gold potatoes. We don't have gold potatoes. We just got russets, but that'll work. And I'm not going to do the green beans. And you can also put fresh parsley on the very top to make it look pretty, but we're not going to do that because we don't have fresh parsley. I have dried parsley. Okay, so you preheat your oven to 475, so it's heating up right now. Okay, in the bowl we're going to mix the honey, Worcestershire sauce, ranch dressing, and then we're going to brush the mixture over the chops. Okay, so, and I do remember when I was reading on it, it said do not use a parchment, do plain cookie sheet. So, guess what? Extra cleanup mess for me. But that's okay, because that's just the way it is. Now I am going to drizzle cooking spray. And this is coconut oil. And this is just an aerosol pump. Okay. Put that out in case we need it. Here's my chops. Oop. Let me get the out of here in case there's any blood. I just got a little bowl to thaw them out. Okay. There we go. There's 1, 2. Yeah, I should be able to do 2. I can do 2 and 2. Because I got to make room for the potatoes. These are really long. Let me do it this way. And I'm coating that one side. Coating that one side. Yeah, because I can always do the potatoes over here. Now I go wash hands. Okay. This is going to be my dirty towel for the evening. Alrighty, so now, let me get my new baster brush. This is my new baster brush I got from Avon. I'll put a link on that video. I think it was just on before this one, I believe. Alrighty, and we're going to add 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. If you coat your utensil with oil or vegetable spray, it keeps honey or syrup from sticking on it. Whoops. Okay, that's 1. See how smooth it comes right out? And this is why I wanted a smaller top. Let me move this over to the side so I don't spill. And also to remind me to wash the lid before I put the top on. Because if you don't wipe your anything with sweet like syrup or honey, and you put the top on, it sticks and it's really hard to get open up. And since I don't have much grip in my hands, I just wipe it down with a clean towel. Let me get my Worcestershire sauce. And we're using Pampa Worcestershire sauce. Don't know where I got it. I think I may have got it at Aldi. Oh, this has got a little spout. And it asks for 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire. Whoops. One, 2. Gotta wipe that lid. Okay. Let's see. So we're going to mix the honey, the Worcestershire sauce, with 2 tablespoons of ranch dressing. Let me grab myself a little spoon and grab another tablespoon because I don't want to contaminate. I'm just going to dip this in my packet of ranch dressing. Oops, there's a couple of crumbles where it got hard. That's okay. It happens. It asks for 2 tablespoons of ranch dressing. Okay, I think we're done with that already. And then 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay, in a bowl, mix the honey, Worcestershire sauce, ranch dressing, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. One, 2, and I think that is it for the olive oil for now. Okay, and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. 1 teaspoon, not a tablespoon. Okay, there's my teaspoon. 1 teaspoon. I'm glad I got 2 sets of measuring cups and measuring spoons. It makes life a little bit easier, at least for me. 2 teaspoons of black pepper. Oh, 1 teaspoon. I'm glad I read that. 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper. Okay, then we're going to brush all that over the chops. So I'm just going to mix it up. See that? Oh, that smells so good. I wish we had smell-o-vision. It's already smelling good. And of course it doesn't take long to mix it all up. And then it does, I believe it says it coats on both sides of the sheet pan. Okay, so coat all 4 sides. So I'm going to do this one, then I'm going to flip it over. I need to give me a fork because I don't want to just wash my hands. That way I don't contaminate whatever I'm touching. And this is just pork and meat. You need to be careful with raw meat because of contamination and stuff. Alrighty, so that's there. Just flip these babies over. And I'm sure the oil is what keeps them from sticking to the pan. At least I hope so. Because I hope I don't have to scrub on this thing to get it clean. Because it is being baked. Because I always have to soak it. When it's something sugary, I gotta soak it. And then scrape it. And then use a lot of elbow grease. Oh, shoot, excuse me. Sorry about that. Oh, alrighty. This is not supposed to take very long. This is another reason why I wanted to try this video versus the other ones. Because this didn't take, you know me, I go for quick meals. And also, they need to taste good. And with all these fixings, this sweet stuff, it's got to taste good. Okay, so let's put that over to the side. Alrighty, okay. That's both sides. Okay, and toss and cut all over the potatoes. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, in another bowl. Okay, in another bowl, mix the potatoes. So let me get myself, where's my other bowl? Oh. Because I want to make sure that I have plenty of room. Let me move my phone over there. You know what, I want to wipe that down because that's got, that has honey on it. And I don't want it to get on my, to get on my other things. Okay, so here's my potatoes. I cut them a little bit smaller than they said, but that's okay. And it's only because they're russet potatoes, so that's what I did. So in another bowl, you want to mix half the potatoes with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay, so we do need more. I remember it said more than just that, so we're going to coat this 1, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of ranch. So we do need our ranch dressing. Let's move that over there. Let me get my 1 tablespoon. And let's get our ranch. Okay. I don't know what your weather's like, but here, hot and cold. Hot one day, cold one day. Hot one day, cold one day. Or does it say 1 or 2? 1 tablespoon of ranch dressing. Okay. 1 tablespoon ranch dressing. 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper. I'm just going to eyeball it because 1/4 is not that much. That's close enough to 1/4. Hubby and I like pepper. So a little bit extra ain't going to hurt none. And then toss the whole thing until it's well coated. So, let me get my big spoon. Oh, actually, you know what? Oh, my oven's ready. Oh, good. This is about ready. So I'm just going to use my new companion to that baster. I like these because it's solid 1 piece. There's no 2 pieces in it. And then all this is going to go in the oven, and it's going to bake for 15 minutes. Yeah, we're going to bake it for 15 minutes. And then when it's baking, this is when you would do your green beans and all that, but we're not doing that because we're just going to have the meat and the 1 potato because we already have the starch. Look at that pretty. See, it's not nice and coated. I'm glad I got a bigger bowl. I was able to see it a lot better. Okay. Now, you layer this in 1 level. Don't overlap them. I mean, like one on top. They can touch each other, but because what we're doing is we're going to roast these potatoes. I would dip it, but there's just a little bit of oil. I don't want to get too much oil in my pan. I don't think it's going to do anything, but again, since I'm new to cooking stuff like this, I don't know. So if anybody knows, please post on the comments and let me know, is it okay? Because there really isn't that much oil. But to save on time, I could have just poured it and then just spread it out. I've seen other people do it, but I like to know why I would not or would want to do something like that. So if anybody knows, I'd appreciate your comment and let me know. Okay. I just want to make sure they're not touching the chops. Well, I'm glad I made just enough for this size. This is my biggest cookie sheet. I need to get another one. I really do like it. It's from Pampered Chef. I'll put a link. I'm not affiliated with them whatsoever. I just like their products. I've been ordering from them for years. And, but I'll put a link to their website, so if you want to look at their website, or if you like, I have a representative that sells Pampered Chef. I'll be happy to give you her number. Just place a comment, or and shoot me your email. I will put my email in the description box for privacy in case you don't want nobody to know your email. There we go. So I have just enough room. There's none of them are touching on top of the other. They're touching each other, but none of them are on top of each other. Because I do remember reading a bunch of this stuff is you want them all level, all the potatoes level. Okay, we'll pop them in the oven, and we'll bring you back in 15 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes is up. I knew I had an extra bowl. Didn't even need it. Okay, let's get these out of here. Woo, the heat. Let me double up this thing. This pan's hot. Ooh. Okay. I knew I should have my hair put back. I don't like my hair to get hot quick. Okay. I'll pick that up in a minute. Because I gotta just flip these. And yeah, the one area, I'm glad I coated this with oil. Because the part that's got oil is not sticking, but the other part that didn't have oil, it's got little stickies there. So, let me flip these potatoes over. Now I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on flipping these over. Whoops. Whoop, that's moving on me. Oh, they're sticking just a little bit. Oh, and I sprayed these too. Y'all saw me spray this with oil. But some of these are sticking. And I think it's because of the high heat. Because 475 is a high heat, I think. And I'm not much on bacon, so I'm cooking, so I don't know. But I'm just thinking, seems awful high. So I think what I might do is spray a little bit of, well, it's actually coated very well with oil. So I'm going to have a lot of elbow grease cleaning to do. Let me turn this around. I'm glad I'm using my spatula. You can definitely see this part here. Now I also think this is the part that's closest to the heat of the stove. So I'm going to spray some more oil there. Just so it doesn't stick any worse. Because every oven has a sweet spot where it gets hotter there. And just like a frying pan does the same thing. And I'm going to try not to cook anymore down there. And then I'm going to rotate the pan. But they look good. And you know what? I can feel them. They're already getting kind of soft. So that's pretty darn good there. Okay, so they all got flipped. Let me get both my pot holders. Open up the heat. And I want, what is that? No, this way. Ooh. Okay, we'll see you in about 7 minutes. then we're going to do the taste test. My favorite part. Okay, 7 minutes is up. Hubby took this thing out of their oven for me. We turn the oven off. That's turned off and cool down. And then I'm going to braise the rest of this sauce on these pork chops as they're cooling down. You want to let them rest a little bit. And I'm going to show you in just a minute. You're going to see, boy, did it burn. Next time, I don't care. I'm still putting a liner in there because that's going to be a lot of cleanup mess I got to do. Okay, so just coated that one side. Make sure the potatoes are soft. Yep, they are. But, of course, they're sticking. I knew it. They're not sticking too bad, but they're sticking. But the biggest thing is, are they soft? Let's do a quick little taste. One. Fork me right through it. Ooh, that's still hot. That's still hot. Let me put this to the side. That's mine. Let me turn these around. I'm going to coat the other side. Actually, you know what? I'm going to coat it when we get on our plate. That way both sides are coated. I'm only going to eat one because I'm already cheating with the starch of the potato. You know, when should I be doing that? Because this was raw on that. I think I should have got a new baster. I'm not going to do that. I should have gotten a new baster because I put this on raw meat. And I've heard, I remember now, you're supposed to use a new baster. So I don't want to take a chance to get somebody sick. Especially hubby. Because if I make him sick, I won't ever hear the end of it. So let me put, oh, I already put it on all of them. Okay, I'll just, hopefully we don't get sick. Okay. So let's taste this one potato. Ooh, it's still pretty hot. But you know what? It's soft. Look, I'm just gonna, I can pull right through it. Now these are the bigger potatoes, so. Now we'll do this. It did not ask for salt, but I can't have a potato without salt. And this is my coarse ground salt, sea salt, that I ground myself. I'll put a link on my video on that for those who don't know. Save yourself some money. Buy the coarse salt in bulk, and then use your own coffee bean grinder. I have a grinder that is strictly for herbs. And made my own salt. Fine, extra fine. It's extra fine because you can grind it as coarse or as extra fine as you want. That's what's nice about it. Woo! Almost dropped the fork. So let's put some potatoes on his plate. Let them cool off a little bit because they're temperature hot. Give me some on my plate, and then we'll do the taste test in just a minute. Got a crusty side? Oh. The pork chop is just a tiny bit tough. I can taste the coating of the ranch and the honey. Not a whole lot. Potatoes are fantastic. That one definitely had a lot more coating on it. So I can definitely say, next time I gotta remember, do another container, because I coated that with raw meat. And you don't want to get sick, just in case. I've already got one side, so hopefully we're okay. So anyway, this is my take on ranch dressing pork chops. With bake it all in one pan, so it's easy to clean up. Well, it should be easy to clean up, except for, I'm going to show you. Look at the mess it gave me. Look at that. That's going to be some soaking in a couple hours as soon as it cools off. And then elbow grease to get all that stuff off of there. And we do have that Dawn Power spray thing. And that really works pretty darn well on most of these stains, so I'm hoping it'll be pretty good and it won't be as much elbow grease as I think. I thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and share. Take care now. Bye-bye.